Hi everyone, I just wanted to do a quick video to talk about our controlled vowels since that is what your phonics skill is for this week. So anytime you see a vowel in a word that has an R behind it, that R will change the sound of that vowel. So I just want to go through the R controlled vowels and discuss how they sound. Now, you see a lot of words written down, but I'm not going to go through them all because it will make my video really long, and when I try to post it to YouTube, it will be grainy. So I will take a picture of this and you can go through it like that. But let's go ahead and start with the vowel letter A. So the short vowel sound for A is A, but if you add the letter R behind it, R changes that vowel sound to R. So for example, if I had pat and I added an R behind it, I would then get part, okay? So then I want to just point out why I wrote the words like this. So I separated the words by their sounds. So what I'm going to do for some of these words when I point to them is point to each sound, and then when I slide my finger over the green arrow, I will blend all the sounds together. So this one is y-r-n, yarn, okay? Then you can go ahead and say some of these words with me if you would like. So we have sk-r-f, scarf. Over here we have ch-art for chart. Now, all the words that I wrote for AR have AR in the middle, but AR can certainly come at the beginning of a word if you have a word like arch or art or arm, and then sometimes AR could come at the end, such as in star if I were to cover the S or get rid of the S. So now we're going to take a look at the vowel letter O. Short O sounds like ah, but if you were to put an R after the letter O in a word, you would get or. So if I had spot, I would then have sport with an R behind that O. So then let's take a look at this word, st or storm. Over here we have or more. Over here we have sn or snore. And we have n or north. So when you hear the or sound in the middle of a word, it will be spelled with OR. If you have or as the final sound of a word, it will be spelled most of the time as O-R-E. So then let's move down to the vowel letter E. The short E sound is A, but if you add an R behind it, it sounds like An example would be if I had gem and I added an R, I would then have germ. So let's take a look at this word, serve. Then we have clerk, clerk. Then we have fern. So that is R controlled E. And then we're going to take a look at R controlled I. So short I sounds like but if I were to add an R behind it, I would get So then let's take a look at this word. We have squirt for squirt. Over here we would have girl, chirp, chirp. So IR will always be found in the middle of a word. Let's go ahead and move down to the vowel R controlled U. Okay, so the short vowel sound for U would be but if you were to add the letter R behind U in a word, it would change the U sound to An example would be if I had bun and I added an R, I would get burn. Let's take a look at this one. Ch, ch, church. S, nurse. K, curl. T, hurt. Okay, so that is R controlled U. Now I want to point out something. Was there anything you noticed about the sound for ER, IR, and UR? If you said that all of these R controlled vowels have the same sound, you are correct, okay? Each of these R controlled vowels can be found in the middle of a word. However, ER can sometimes be found at the end of a word. So some examples I had were teacher, corner, and brother, okay? So now you might be thinking, well, if I want to write a word that has this sound of in it, how would I spell it? So something I want to point out is that if you're unsure of how to spell a word, write that word with different spelling variations and then see if one looks familiar to you. For example, I wrote turn with a UR, ER, and IR. Which one do you think looks correct? If you said turn with UR, you're right, okay? Then over here I have bird with UR, ER, and IR. Which one do you think is correct? If you said bird with IR, you are right. So definitely write down a word with multiple spelling variations if you are unsure, because sometimes just being able to see that word with your eyes will help you to know which one is correct. If you still find yourself stuck on which spelling is correct, please ask someone so that you can learn which way is the correct spelling. Sometimes for some of these words, because they sound the same, it just comes down to memorizing them. So R controlled vowels is what you will be focusing on for this week. And if you have any questions about this phonics skill, please don't hesitate to email me. All right? Have a great day. Bye.